about him was accurate as far as being a beast, monster, all that. But this Barrett Stanghill not going to take a second
He's real
seat to
tough,
anybody.
Montana boy. You know, you don't want to mess with them Montana kids. But Geordan Speiller is...
Well, look how dominant these guys have been. Stanghill hasn't been scored on yet. 1-0, 2-0, then 3-0, 2-0, 1-0, 2-0 in the semis. Speiller, an opening round bye, he went 2-1, 3-1 over Matthew Gray, and then in the semis, 1-0, 8-5, some points in that second period over Dylan Cowan.
Speiller is at the top of the food chain.
Sure, no doubt about it. He's the favorite.
As far as, you know, like...
these guys are doing some banging right here.
Yeah, they are. They're going at it.
Stanghill with 2-on-1.
Speiller also wrestled in the senior portion yesterday. Didn't place. I don't believe he placed.
I don't believe so.
I know he lost his opening round match to Anderson, who ended up making the finals.
And I think with 3 periods with Anderson? Don't recall.
I don't recall. But Speiller wrestled back. If he didn't place, he was real close to placing, and that's a tough guy to run into your first round, you know.
Speiller and Stanghill scoreless, 25 away from parterre.
Speiller, a Fargo champion a couple times in Greco.
I can always bank on talking to him every July. You know, Adam Kuhn's another one. He's going to be coming up.
Yeah.
And we will go to parterre after a scoreless 90 seconds in this first period.
He did place in the seniors. He took 8th.
Okay.
Took 8th.
Impressive showing. And that was, I know he lost in 2 periods to Anderson, 3-0, 2-0.
And there's the first point. Or, excuse me.
Stanghill strong in his parterre defense. Been able to fight off Speiller for the first 15 seconds. 10 seconds, Speiller trying to get him up. Stanghill working hard on bottom. And Stanghill, and see the 2. I looked down for a second.
That's why.
That's a caution.
I wasn't sure if they called that a point or not. But it was awarded a foul, I believe.
Caution in 2?
Mm-hmm. No argument from Stanghill's camp.
So Speiller takes the first period.
Stanghill training at the Northern Michigan facility, famous for its Greco.
And Stanghill's confused. He just looked at the referee and said, "You gave him the period?" He's confused. He can't believe it. Shrugs his shoulders, says, "Forget it. Let's go." I like that. Says, "Forget it. Let's go." His coach says otherwise, and they throw the brick in. I looked. I didn't see it.
I saw it. I wasn't sure if it was called and confirmed. You're gonna have a video review, though.
I think I was looking at the computer at that score with Anderson.
Yeah.
That took my eye off the mat for a split second. My apologies. So they'll sort this one out.
It was relatively early in the parterre.
And I agree with the challenge. I mean, why not, right? I
well,
mean, it would cost him a point. It would cost him a point if he loses it, which would make it 3-0.
But who cares?
But
right?
And then you lose your challenge.
You lose a challenge.
Correct?
That's the big thing, is losing the challenge.
But I agree with that. I agree with that.
Now, here's the thing, though. You know, so you're asking them to change their opinion of an opinion, not something.
Subjectivity and Greco and freestyle?
Right? Let's see if we can get a look at this on the big board, Shane.
Challenge right now from Barrett Stanghill.
Here we go, on the big board. And I think they're saying I don't know what they're saying. A little confusion right now. I think what they're saying is you can't challenge a caution. Yeah. So
at any rate,
it's going to be
2-0.
1 period to 0 for Speiller. You know what? Greco and freestyle, it's always like something.
You learn something new every time.
Something
you really do.
Didn't see before, even though you watched a million matches.
Speiller trying to get high on the head, or Stanghill trying to get high, get up on the head of Speiller. Now a trainer thinks
Speiller's busted up.
Blood. This is physical out here. I mean, this one you can hear their bodies banging.
Stagnhill's a fighter. Yeah, you can see his body language too. You're talking about that earlier.
We saw him.
He's like, let's get it on.
We were up with Coach Snyder from Nebraska, and he was commenting. He said, "Watch this kid. Watch him compete."
Yeah. He's originally from Montana, you know, and now he's training at Northern Michigan.
I mean, look at both these guys. Look at the faces on both these guys. I mean, you better come out of here with some, you know, you look like a shield. You look like a shield. That's what your face is for.
Especially the first Greco guys leading with their face.
Absolutely.
I mean, do you remember what Coleman Scott looked like after the Olympics? Man, he was battered.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
You got to use that. You got to use it. It's almost like in baseball. What's your face for? Use it.
I think it was at the World Championships last year, or not, 2011, where Jordan Burroughs' ear exploded.
Sure. Guy that comes to mind for me being a Wisconsin guy, two-time national champion and world medalist Donnie Pritzlaff. His face, and he used to always preach that with leading with his face, and that was his first line of defense. At least more so in folk style maybe than in Greco, but attacking with anything you got. And this one getting chippy, take it right back up with that pace. Stanghill 2-on-1, but just both these guys, violent hand fighting.
Oh yeah, they're scrapping. Nothing inactive about this.
Just pushing, pulling, snapping, hand fighting, head position. Crashing heads. 30 away from parterre.
Like a casual fan might look at this and not understand what's going on, but there's a lot going on.
And we got a great seat. You can hear the grunts and the groans, the banging.
15 from parterre. Speiller's going to look for a push out here.
And as is the case in the first period, we'll go to parterre. No points on the board through 90. Now
a lot of banging heads there in the last 10 seconds.
Stanghill now will go on top. Yeah, both these guys might want to find the bag of peas when this one's over.
I tell you what, Snyder was right. This Stanghill kid's a scrapper.
That's the one thing at a lot of these events you see a lot of college coaches. They're looking to find guys in tough spots. They want to see what you got when it's tight, when it's tough. You're going to find a way to win. You're going to find that door where you can escape and lose.
Well, I know specifically the Big Ten coaches, they look for grit and toughness and attitude as much or more as they do talent.
Because you can work on that stuff. I think grit and toughness a lot of times that's something you have.
Shane, they're going to caution. They're going to give a point to Stanghill here.
As a fan, I want to see a third period.
I think because he didn't open.
Believe so.
Maybe a makeup call for the first period.
He's always working the ref.
Yeah, he is.
And you can tell Speiller, he's a little frustrated. Final seconds. And this one is going to a third period. Speiller 1-0 in the second. And Stanghill that was Speiller in the first, Stanghill here in the second.
I'll tell you what. this third period is going to be a bloodbath. Don't you just get that feeling?
Stanghill over there looks like a rabid dog. Just wants to get right back to the center and get it on. Look at him, nice quick walk back to the center.
His eyes all busted up. And here we'll go. I'm really excited about this third period.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch this one, Willie. Stanghill with a 2-on-1.
Stanghill staying in the center early. Lost his
right
nose
now. This
plugs.
is about poise because this is obviously there's not a whole lot of love lost right now.
No.
Right? I mean, you can tell these guys this is turned into a brawl.
Yeah, they might go out in the parking lot
This is a brawl,
after this,
exactly. So it's one thing I'm looking for right now is just kind of poise. Both these guys have seen him a couple of times kind of shake their head a little bit in frustration. So stay poised and keep working hard, but keep within yourself.
Speiller looking very active here early.
This is the funnest Greco match I've seen in I love watching this. This is really good.
There hasn't been a real point scored, but it's been fun.
Because it's been constant pressure, movement, attacks, constantly.
Yeah, these guys are hand fighting, boy.
30 seconds, and it would come down to a flip because they both have each 1 point. Actually, I'm wrong. Speiller's was 2-0.
Speiller's was 2. Now, that might make the difference when we go to parterre here.
Then Speiller, would he get his choice? Not going to matter as Speiller scores 1-0.
He got Stanghill off balance there. Speiller kept, pushing, finally got an angle off one of those. Now, 30 seconds to go. Stanghill's going to come out fired.
Intense. Absolutely. Look at Speiller right there, just maintaining position.
Speiller knows how to close out, though.
Yeah,
he knows
he's
how
been here a lot.
He knows how to defend.
Won a lot of big matches.
It's tough to score a point in Greco. It's really tough to score a point when the other guy doesn't. He's not thinking about scoring.
Great match there.
Great match.
Geordan Speiller.
0-1-1-0 for Geordan Speiller, who wins junior FILAs for the second straight year.
Both these guys huffing and puffing. They'll sleep well tonight.
Really kind of weird bout, but highly entertaining.
Fun to watch.
A different kind of entertaining than the Tuma.
Exactly.
Sure.
Tuma, that was